Good Shabbos, good Shabbos. I get Shabbos, good Shabbos.
So once again, my dear friends, a short thought for Shabbos Kodesh. So usually we speak about the Parsha. But this Shabbos is Shabbos Hagadol. So instead of talking about the Parsha, what is Shabbos Hagadol? And I want to share with you 7 different thoughts. Starting off with Tosfos, Pei Zayin Amud Beis Masechet Shabbos. So each and every Yid, each and every Jew, brought a goat, brought a lamb, to be Makriv Korban Pesach, 4 days before Pesach, and that was Shabbos. And the Mitzvah asked them, what are you doing? What do you need all these animals? And the Jews told them, Moshe Rabbeinu promised, the next plague is going to be the death of all the firstborn. Kol HaBchorim will die, and we're going to be Makriv Korban. The Bchorim were terrified, because they knew from experience what the Jews say will be. What Moshe promises will happen. So the Bchorim, all the firstborn, came to Paro and demanded and insisted that he lets the Jews go. Paro refused. And then the Egyptians started fighting each other, and there was a huge battle amongst themselves, and many were killed. And to remember that miracle, this is Shabbos Hagadol. Balei Tosfos offer a different approach. Da's a Kenim and Balei Tosfos and Parshas Bo. When the Jews told the Egyptians, the Mitzvim, that they're going to shech these animals, and the Mitzvim worship these animals, the lamb and the goat, and therefore they tried to kill the Jews and destroy the Jews and hurt them, and they were not successful. And that was the miracle, and that is why it's Shabbos Hagadol. Sefer Cheskuni, one of the great commentators on the Torah and Parshas Bo, says, this Shabbos we performed the very first mitzvah after Yetzias Mitzrayim. Vayikchu lohem ish sela beisovas kichas haPesach. And because that was the first mitzvah, that is why it's Shabbos Hagadol. Sefer HaPardes, written by the Talmidim of Rashi, page Shimem Gimel, Shaboy Leleket Reishei. Usually, people went to learn and daven Shabbos morning, and before Chatzos they came home to eat Silus Shabbos. But this Shabbos, the Rabbonim say droshes, and that takes more time. And everybody feels, wow, this is such a long Shabbos, and that is why it's called Shabbos Hagadol. Interesting, very interesting. Mata Moshe Talmud, the disciple of the Marshal, and he brings in the name of his great Rebbe. And this is very Mesiashav Alev, very reasonable. The name Shabbos Hagadol is Al Shem HaHaftorah, because it is very common that we call the Shabbos Al Shem HaHaftorah, Shabbos Shuvo, Al Shem HaHaftorah, Shabbos Zohar, because we read Zohar Sasha Osalacha Amolek. So many Shabbosim are called Al Shem HaHaftorah or Al Shem Kriyas HaMaftia. And in this week's Haftorah we quote the Posek, Hinei Onoichi Sholech Lachem Es Eliyahu Hanavi Lefnei Bo Yoim Hashem Hagadol V'Hanoru, and that is why it's Shabbos Hagadol. The great Marit, quoting his father in Sefer Tzofnas Paneach, and he says, Chazal teaches in the Medrash that Moshe Rabbeinu asked Paroi, give the Jews 1 day a week they could rest for a break. And Paroi said, okay, which day do you choose? And Moshe Rabbeinu obviously chose Shabbos. So they have the opportunity to keep Shabbos, but Motzei Shabbos, they need to go back to work. And I don't know before Rabbeinu Tam or after Rabbeinu Tam, I don't know. I think probably Paroi said, I don't know Rabbeinu Tam, I know nothing about him. Right after Tzeisak Echovim. But this Shabbos, after Shabbos, they didn't need to go back to work. So it's a Shabbos Arichte, a long, long Shabbos. And that is why it's called Shabbos Hagadol. Libi Yoimali. This would be my interpretation, and I think it's very reasonable. Shabbos has a double meaning. Zeichel HaMaaseh Bereishis, U'v'yoyim Shishavas V'yanofash, and Zeichel Yetzias Mitzrayim. And the very first Ikar of Yud Gimel Ikrim, the very first principle that Rambam writes, Ani Mamin B'Emuni Sholei Mishaboris Baruch Shemoi, Hu Boirei V'Manig Lekol HaBruim. Boirei V'Manig. He is the creator. And he He is the manhig. He is the mover. He is the driver. He does everything. He's not only the creator. And I think Boira Umanig is the two different faces of Shabbos. Zeichel Maaseh Bereishis. Maaseh Bereishis proves that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the creator. What proves he is the Manig? Zeichel Yetzias Mitzrayim. In the miracles of Geulas Mitzrayim, everybody saw that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is in control of everything. He is not only the body, he is also the Manig. So this Shabbos, the Shabbos grew. The Shabbos became bigger, it became more significant, it became more meaningful. Because up to this Shabbos, Shabbos was only Zeichel Maaseh Bereishis. Shabbos only proved that HaKadosh Baruch Hu was the Boirer, the creator. From this Shabbos on, when the process, when the amazing phenomena of Yetzias Mitzrayim comes to a climax, from now on, Shabbos is not only a Zeichel Maaseh Bereishis, Zeichel Yetzias Mitzrayim as well. So the Shabbos grew, and that is why this is called Shabbos Hagadol. Have a Gehoy Ben Shabbos, a beautiful Shabbos, a good Shabbos to all of you.